So please give a warm harvest gathering welcome to Miss Annie Humphrey, everybody.
Thank you, Miigwech. It is good to be here. I've heard a lot about this festival, and I'm just really happy to be here today. And so I live on the Leech Lake Reservation, and less than a mile from my front door, there are 6 pipelines running through. And these pipelines are getting very old. Line 3 is the oldest, it's 63 years old. So what this company wants to do, same company that was at Standing Rock. Enbridge owns a third of that pipeline at Standing Rock that went through and under their rivers. And that same company wants to abandon that old line that runs through Leech Lake. And it runs as much as it can. It even turns a little bit to stay on longer. So just last week, there was a message sent out from the Department of Commerce for Minnesota, and it's the recommendation not to grant a certificate of need for Enbridge. So that was good, but it's just a recommendation. But it's a start, right? It means that people are paying attention, and they understand that we only need so much oil, and tar sands oil is all exported anyway. So it's not really a public utility, right? Because we don't get to use it. I'm not going to stand up here and preach about oil. I just want you to know why I do what I do and why it's important to me to protect. 3 days ago, I was with my father on the rice bed, and those things are at risk. See, if they're hurt, they'll never come back. And I was ricing with my dad. He's 82 years old. And I rice with my son, and he's 23 years old. And I got grandsons that I want to teach. So that's why I'm desperate to do what I can. And I think it's important that we all engage somehow, even if it's just buying, used clothing or not using plastic bags, whatever it is. You don't have to engage and jump in front of equipment or take rubber bullets. You don't have to do that. But there are many other things that, and you'll probably do it, being that this is like a earth-connected audience, right? You're all here because you're connected, or you feel a connection to the earth. And that's a really good thing. I'm gonna sing as hard and long as I can. I was telling Joe I kind of got this weird bronchitis thing going on. But I'm really happy to be here, and I'm gonna sing some songs. I asked Jamie to stay on stage and play. He's helped me out before. So a lot of people say this is a movement led by women, and it actually is. It is. But I've been on marches, right, with women pushing their babies and their strollers, and we're trying to keep track of the children along the highway. And one day we were walking. I'm not sure why I'm feeling so emotional. It might be all you people here and sending me energy, and it's really overwhelming. So maybe I can sing better than I talk. I know a woman, Indian in her bones, spends the powwow dancing all alone. She can be lonely, and sometimes she can cry and draw drop her sadness into the bread she fries. I know a woman, Indian in her eyes, full blood in her heart, full blood when she cries. But she can be afraid, and sometimes she can shake. But her medicine will never let her break. She don't want a warrior, and she don't want no brave. She don't want a renegade headed for an early grave. She don't need no stolen horse, she don't need no stolen heart. She don't need an Indian man falling down and falling apart. I know a woman, Indian in her hands, wanting him to sing, wanting him to dance. She's out there waiting, no matter the weather. He'd walk through lightning just to give her a feather. But she don't want a warrior, and she don't want no brave. She don't want a renegade headed for an early grave. She don't need no stolen horse, she don't need no stolen heart. She don't need any man falling down and falling apart. Thank you. Oh, Brian's back. So what I wanted to say before is we're walking down the highway for the water, and the women had their babies in their strollers, right? And these dudes came driving up in a truck. They parked ahead of us down the road, and they hopped out. And we were carrying this big puppet, and I was kind of worried, oh no, they're gonna come and take our puppet and take over so we can push our strollers. But these dudes, they grabbed the strollers, and they started pushing them for the women so that the women can do what they had to do. And I thought that was so admirable, that they would do that and not try to, like, hey, we're going to come and carry this for you. It's like, we're going to help take care of your children so you can keep doing what you're doing, right? So this song is called Episode of Horrible. It's got a kind of... It's about being coherent, right? Be coherent, know what's going on around you, be aware. Because sometimes we get this little tunnel vision and we don't even know what's happening until it's too late. Outbreaks of new diseases, can't get help from Jesus. Water lashing out, stranding yachts in the trees. Better get ready for the extinction of bees. Stay coherent for as long as I'm able in this episode of horrible, it all, buried my head in the sand. My son arrived and gave his command. His first words were, "Mama, you take a stand." So I pulled my head up out of the sand and I raised my fist in the air as I shook the sand from my hair. Stay coherent for as long as I'm able in this episode of horrible. Strong brown women attracting thinkers and bullets, while middle America stays ignorant of the bloodshed. The good guys and bad guys are oil addicted. When the black snake breaks, we all sink on the same ship. Stay coherent for as long as I'm able in this episode of horrible. Stay coherent for as long as I'm able in this episode of horrible. All right, so I had a really great friend. His name was John Trudell. Who knows who John Trudell is? Yes, good. If you don't, Google him. I forgot to turn that off. Sorry. So John, he was with AIM during the occupation of Alcatraz Island in San Francisco Bay. Anyone know about Alcatraz Island? Okay, cool. So I mean, it's good to research, history, or else you can't be coherent, right? Right. Because you know what? It's great, the gardens, planting the gardens and harvesting the gardens is great. But you got to keep the beast out of your garden, right? Or you're not going to have a garden to take care of your tomatoes in. And that was something that John told me before he passed. He said, "You take care of the tomatoes and I'll keep the beast out of your garden." Well, he passed away, right? So now we have to keep the beast out and take care of the tomatoes. You can't do one without the other. So Joe mentioned that there are more nonviolent direct action camps popping up in Minnesota because of the coming of the pipelines and the expansions of the pipelines, where they cross over Canada, they get bigger. I mean, they're big in Canada, and they come over to the United States, and they get smaller. Well, now they've been able to, make the expansion and make the pipeline fatter because they can't get enough oil. I hope I can keep my little head here instead of over there. So this song is about St. John, who's passed away, and my brother. Now my brother, he spent most of his adult life in prison or jail or treatment. And he thinks, everybody thinks he's a loser. But I wrote this song because, I thought if I had to stand, and put myself in harm's way, who would I want with me? Who would give me courage? St. John and my brother Miquim. Fighting fear with both of my fists, landing right hooks seems so useless. Put down the gloves and pray instead. St. John reminds me that the fear's in your head. Big brother gave me my name, about standing calm in the tempest. St. John on my left, Big brother on my right. The beast is coming fast, and he's hungry for a fight. Fire falls all around us, with harder times on the horizon. Advancing online, with money signs in their eyes, and my gentle, angry heart raging inside. This is my homeland, and I've sworn to protect it from all enemies, foreign and domestic. My suit of armor made of Copenhagen lids, deflect and protect, 'cause the beast never sleeps. Fire falls all around us, with harder times on the horizon. Advancing online, with money signs in their eyes, and my gentle, angry heart raging inside. St. John and Miquim, they help me to be brave. One lands the right hooks, and the other one prays. Fire falls all around us, with harder times on the horizon. Advancing online, with money signs in their eyes, and my gentle, angry heart raging inside. So I also sing a version of Geronimo's Cadillac. So I think I'll try that, Joe. So Geronimo really did get a Cadillac from the government or the army. I don't know which one. So they got him put on a reservation, and he wasn't happy there. So they gave him a car. And there's really photos of him, right? Edward Curtis took photos of Geronimo posing in his Cadillac, and he just does not look like impressed one little bit. They put Geronimo in jail down south. my mom pulled me into the resistance really young, really young, and she's still at it. And in 1996, she went down to Chiapas, and she was part of this delegation of people who were to go down there and observe what was happening, and to come back and tell the rest of the world what was really happening, because you get a lot of false information about things. I mean, look at what happened in North Dakota, and Facebook and all this crazy stuff. The Indians were crazy, shooting people up and catching cars on fire and destroying everything, according to what was being shown on social media a lot of times. And our signals were really knocked out. You couldn't get stuff out of there until there were some pretty great people at the camps, and I was walking through here with my daughter. I said, it's kind of like Standing Rock here, isn't it? People are so nice, and they greet you and they say hello, and you get that same kind of feeling in that community here. But I came back from there, and I went to my neighboring town of Grand Rapids, and I thought, well, maybe it's just in my mind that I think people aren't as friendly out here as they were over there in Ochete-Sacoan. So I thought I would test it out. And I was in the library in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, and I greeted people. I said, hi. I said hello to 3 people, and none of them greeted me back. So I said, no, it's not me. It's Standing Rock, or this community. It's one of them. So it's nice to be here and see all the friendly, cool people here. The song's called We the People. That chair and that piano is pretty cool. You can sit back and rest. So my mom, when she got back from Chiapas, she said, I learned something there. She said, I learned that no matter what we do, it'll never be enough. But you can't do too little. So you don't want to do that either.
We the people drink oceans of oil. It's not right, we say, as we drive our car to the grocery store just a half a mile away. We cut our way through forest after forest, and we scream, this isn't right. But we'll go out to dinner and pick our teeth with wooden toothpicks tonight. Well, Mama came down from the mountains of Chiapas. She warned, don't let the oppressors stop us. Whatever we do, it'll never be enough. Let's not get caught doing nothing at all. We build new mountains, see them on the horizon, built with styrofoam and diapers. As we shake our head at the ugly mess, we carry organic food home in plastic. Well, Mama came down from the mountains of Chiapas. She warned, don't let the oppressors stop us. Whatever we do, it'll never be enough. Let's not get caught doing nothing. My has a son. The damage is done. Is it too late to try to even try? My son has a son. There's nowhere to run. And when that new boy wants to know why, tell him Mama came down from the mountains of Chiapas. She warned, don't let the oppressors stop us. Whatever we do, it'll never be enough. Let's not get caught doing nothing at all. Doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing at all.
Ooh, and the old voice is giving out. It's okay. It's all right. I served 4 years in the Marine Corps from 1990 to 1994, and I really did it because I needed to get off. I had to get off my res. I was working at a BIA school for like 3 years, and I thought one day in the cafeteria, I really should get out of here before I just don't ever go anywhere. So that day after work, I went to the recruiter's office in Bemidji, and I was looking at the posters, and I thought the Marine Corps had such a beautiful uniform. So I joined up. But it was a really good experience for me. So I served and I got out in 1994. And then in December 4th, this past December 4th, a bunch of veterans self-deployed to Standing Rock. And a bunch of old guys from my res went, and my uncle, who was a captain in the Marine Corps, he went. And we all went there together, and we stood together, and it was like the most honorable moment connected to my service ever, ever, ever. So I was really happy to go there and be with those old guys, you know. And on my way there, I wrote the song. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just about the word fall. How many ways can you use fall and falling?
Falling leaves, falling rain, falling down, falling grades. Fall out, shelter, fall out of line. Fall out of the race. What goes up must come down. What comes down meets the ground. What meets the ground will grow or die. Don't ask me why, 'cause I'll say la 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 la, la 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 la. Fall in step, fall in water. Fall in October, snowfall later. Fall from the sky, fall from grace. Fall from heaven, cover your face. What goes up must come down. What comes down meets the ground. kick in the head. Nightfall, sunrise, rise to power, kings die. What goes up must come down. What comes down meets the ground. What meets the ground will grow or die. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me.
I broke my pick. All right, thank you. So this song's called Spirit Horses. We've been riding horses against the pipeline for like 5 or 6 years now. And the reason is, I used to work for a organization called Honor the Earth. And that's led by Winona LeDuc out of White Earth. And we've been riding now against the current of the oil, right? We ride against the proposed routes. We ride against the existing routes. And it's really just for us to pray, and get those prayers out there. Horses, Jamie.
Thunder, fire and torrent, hunger, need and fear, slavery, grief, confusion, freedom waiting near. The sound of spirit horses, hoofbeats in the sky, snow and blood and ashes, and dreams too strong to die. Find us, spirit horses, and teach us how to ride. With 7 generations of promise at our side. Mothers, fathers and children, creatures young and grown, called by mighty drumming of sacred hooves on stone. The sound of spirit horses dancing on a storm. Mercy for the people, always new dreams reborn. Find
Thanks, Jamie. I'm just gonna finish. I'm just gonna belt this out and just let it go. Right? It'll come back in a couple days. But I think that it's really important for us to ask for help. You know, we are all surrounded by helpers, whether you kind of believe it or not. You know, things are true whether you believe them or not. And so this song is actually a song that we sing in our lodge in our ceremonies. And sometimes people back home, they'll be like, well, you shouldn't be singing those songs in public. But I kind of do what I want. So I'm going to just do this. It's a prayer song. So if you are in despair or if you need help, you can get it. Because, you know, the spirits, they don't infringe on our free will. So if we don't ask, you know, it's not going to come. So if sometimes you sit in our life thinking, oh my God, I need help. What's going to happen? I mean, why is everything so shitty? Well, you know, if you ask for that help, it comes. You just do whatever you want. Miigwech, thank you.